everybody, welcome to my channel Kids Story by Nehlin. I'm Nehlin. In today's story time, I'm going to tell you a horror story named Wicked Lady and Her Stepchildren. I wrote this story when I was 8 years old. This story is very close to my heart because though it's a horror story, but it has a very tragic side to it. Are you excited to hear this story? Okay, I'm going to start the story. Once, there was a beautiful house at the end of a village. In that house, there lived a family with 4 children. The eldest child, Flora, was 11 years old. The second child, Rosie, was 9 years old. The third child, Tony, was 7 years old. And the youngest child, Toby, was 3 years old. They were all a very happy family. Unfortunately, their mother became ill and died. The children became very heartbroken for their mother's death. The father was also sad. A few months later, he got remarried to a new wife. The children knew that their father's new wife would become their stepmother. Their stepmother was a cruel and wicked lady. She became extremely jealous when she saw that her husband loved his 4 children. She started to hate her stepchildren from the very beginning. Their stepmother didn't let them have any good food or drink. Every day, the children starved. Flora said quietly, "That's not fair. She gives us less food and drink, and we are starving every day." Rosie and Tony agreed about this. "Bad lady," said Toby quietly. Their stepmother was jealous of them, and she always made them unhappy. They were crossed, not only because of their stepmother's cruel behavior, but also to see that their father was ignoring all of this. He was talking to his new wife, and he was not caring for them anymore. Rosie moaned in a quiet voice, "Stepmother, and even our own father are not caring about us." A few days later, the father said to his children, "I will go to a city for an important work. Children, take care of yourselves." He also said to his wife, "My dear wife, be nice to my children." The stepmother stared at him and replied in an icy voice, "Okay, fine." The next day, the man said goodbye to his wife and children. The children sadly said goodbye to his father. The youngest child, Toby, began to cry for his father. In fact, their stepmother had an evil plan. She said gently, "Let's have a picnic near the river. You children can play together." The children agreed and replied, "Okay." The wicked lady was actually pretending to be nice. She looked mysteriously at the children. When they reached near the river, they ate their snacks. After eating, the children were playing happily together. Suddenly, their stepmother pushed the children quickly into the river, and they all fell down into the deep blue river. The children cried, "Help!" The children could not swim and started to drown. The stepmother laughed cruelly and said evilly, "Ha ha ha ha! Your father will never know that you children have died." She walked home and left the poor children to drown in death under the river. After one day, their father came home. He asked, "Where are my children?" The stepmother replied reluctantly, "I think your children are swimming in the river." The man groaned in a loud voice, "They cannot swim. I think you're lying to me. Are they all right? Quickly, the father reached near the river. He saw the neighbor fisherman coming towards him. The fisherman cried aloud, "Sir, you have a very bad news. Your poor children are all dead. I have found 4 dead bodies in the river." The father cried aloud, "Oh, my lovely children! How can I live without my lovely children? Oh, my Lord! How can I live without my lovely children?" said the poor father miserably. At last, the father arrived home with the dead bodies of his 4 lovely children. The father carefully put the dead bodies into 4 glass coffins. He cried aloud. On the other hand, the wicked stepmother laughed on her mind, cruelly and unkindly. Finally, the poor father lived sadly with the memories of his 4 lovely children. This was the end of part 1. Are you interested to hear the second part of the story? The second part of the story is called The Return of the Children's Souls. Time passed. The father missed his children, Flora, Rosie, Tony and Toby. He decided not to talk to his second wife because she was so careless, and he was really angry with her. He looked sadly at his family picture. One day, his wife nicely stared at him. "My dear husband, let's have a walk near the river," said the wicked lady nicely to him. The man was not interested because he missed his dead children very much. However, he just agreed to what she said. The wicked lady and her husband arrived near the river. She wanted to talk to him. It was silently dark night. Suddenly, something strange happened. The 4 ghosts that looked like the 4 dead children appeared from the river. The ghost of Tony said, "There is our cruel stepmother." The children flew closer towards them. Quick as a flash, the ghosts pushed their evil stepmother quickly into the river. The man cried, "What is happening?" The wicked lady was drowned in the river and screamed. The ghost of Rosie shouted furiously, "Why did you drown us, stepmother? We were just innocent children. Now you shall be punished for your cruel behavior." The father saw the ghost of his 4 children and he gasped in shock. He cried eagerly, "Come back, my lovely children. I can't live without you. I missed you so much." The ghost of Flora said in a sad voice, "Oh, dear father, our stepmother drowned us. We are all dead. We can't come back. We miss you too, father. We miss you." The man was really heartbroken when he heard this. Now he knew how his poor children had died. The ghost of the 4 children said, "We can't come back, father. We can't. We have to go forever. Goodbye, dear father. Goodbye. Goodbye." The ghost of the 4 children disappeared slowly. The man walked sadly to his house. At At the end, the poor man was all alone and he had no family. The end. How was my story? Hope you liked this story. If you liked this story, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, like and share this video with your family and friends. Next time, I will come up with another new video. Till then, take care. Bye.